The Spiro attachment is an optional piece of equipment that you can add to your quiltazoid that will allow you to make literally hundreds of different spirograph type designs. When you purchase the Spiro attachment, you'll receive a manual that will give a description of the different designs that can be made with the Spiro attachment. This catalog of designs is broken down by block size. So basically, if you're working inside an 8-inch block like we'll be doing in this sample, we'll turn to the page for 7 to 8-inch patterns. We know that these patterns will fit nicely within an 8-inch block. You'll see on each page a number of different designs, and what you can do is choose a design that you think will look nice on the quilt that you're working on. Under each design you'll see a block of information, and what this is going to do is tell you how to set up the gears in the Spiro attachment to make the design that you're looking at. In the first block you'll see pattern size. Now we've said that these designs are all for 7 to 8-inch patterns. Specifically in this data block here will tell you that this design can make a design that's 7.2 inches or 7.7 inches in diameter, depending on how we set this up. So if we know that we want to make a design that's 7.2 inches, we'll use this information to set up the Spiro attachment. The second bit of information says reducer ring, and this block will say yes or no. The reducer ring is an extra gear that goes with the Spiro attachment, and what that does is just increase the number of different designs that can be made with the Spiro attachment. The third piece of information says gear. This will tell you the gear that you're going to be working with. Each of the gear cartridges that come with the Spiro attachment are lettered. You can see gear E, and it's mated with gear C. So if we were going to be stitching this particular block, we will be using gear E as it says here. The final bit of information says base square hole number. On the quiltazoid base, there are a number of square holes around the base plate, and each of these square holes is labeled with a number. This would be gear hole 3, 5, 7, etc. So that gives you an idea of how you would select a pattern to make with the Spiro attachment. Next, let's talk about how to center the Spiro attachment in the center of your quilt block. Like we've done with circles and eccentrics and templates, we'll use the centering template to find the center of our quilt block, and we'll lower the needle directly into the center of the template, and we'll leave it down to hold us in place. Next, we'll lay the Spiro attachment on top of the quiltazoid base plate. We'll then attach the Spiro attachment to the front attachment bracket with the two black knobs. Now that's loosely attached. To center the Spiro attachment, we've included a unique centering tool, which is just a disc that will fit tightly inside the gear of the Spiro attachment. It has a pin on the end, and that pin will engage the center bolt hole on the quiltazoid base. So we'll set that in. We'll move things around so that it drops into that center hole. Now once that centering tool is located in the center hole, now we can lock everything in place. So first, we'll lock the toggle clamp that holds the quiltazoid in place side to side. Then, with the centering tool still in place, we'll go ahead and lock the two black knobs. And now everything is locked in place and we are centered on the quilt block. We can raise the needle up out. And now we're ready to set up whatever pattern we're going to work with on making our spirographs.